It doesn't let me? Oh, wait, will it request your permission? Okay, I think it's recording.
I recorded it, so you're good.
We're good. All right, guys. Well, it is Tuesday, March 14th. We are already like halfway through the month right now. Really excited to have my coach, my upline on the call tonight. But before I kind of jump into introducing her, not a lot of team announcements, but just want to let you guys know that tomorrow night is the coaching opportunity call that I'm hosting. So just a reminder to be talking about that on your posts and inviting potential challengers that are just killing it in your groups right now. Just doesn't have to be a pressured thing. Just feel free to invite them to come chat with us. So that's tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The other piece of news that most of you guys know is that next week on Monday the 20th, another I guess partner or person that I work with, we are hosting a 6-day push to Emerald group. It's just a quick 1-week deal. So if you are not at Emerald and you want to be, if you haven't told me already, let me know and I will make sure you get in this group. It's a fabulous training that this other corporate person and I are putting together. I'm really excited about it. It's just, we're going to post different things in there every day to help solidify your business and get you up and running. So I'm really excited about it. Should be a great add-on to training that you've already done. And I think that's about it. So let me get into introducing Danielle and introducing tonight's topic. So Danielle is my upline for those of you that don't know. And Danielle's the one that brought me into this business. Danielle and I actually went to college for a brief time before she transferred to another school. We're also DGs for any, we're sorority sisters as well. But Danielle has been coaching for, gosh, are you coming up on your 3-year this year? Yeah, that's insane. But Danielle is a 2-star lifetime diamond. She's a Success Club 5, I'm like reading this to make sure I say it right, Success Club 5 All-Star Legend and a Success Club 10 All-Star, meaning that she's bomb at helping people with their health and fitness and bringing them in every single month. And she has consistently done that since she started, and she's freaking rocked it. She is also, she's diamond in her second business center. Is that correct? Yes, second diamond, diamond in her second business center. And you're also part of the, is it the Atlanta Market Council down there? So kind of like you guys have seen all the stuff for the DC Market Council, at least all my Marylanders probably have. She's also part of the Atlanta Market Council, which is a pretty big deal to be involved, to be leading and helping running those events. So that's some awesome accolades about Danielle, but why I really want, oh, sorry, hold on. Riley, get up, go on. I thought I had the door closed. And I didn't. Sorry guys, my team knows this happens once a call. Like, and by once a call, I mean once every single one-on-one I have, once a team call, it's just a daily occurrence. All right, sorry guys. So why I'm having Danielle on the call tonight, because not only has she helped me through many ups and downs in my own business, she most recently helped me seriously clinch and hit Success Club in February. And if it weren't for her help and insight in certain things, I don't really know where I would have been in February. But she's here to kind of talk to us about, excuse me, conversations and relationship building. So that's why I called it Conversation Boot Camp, right? We talk about the importance of inviting. We talk about the importance of making sure you're doing your power hours every day. But sometimes we may feel like we're fumbling with like, what do I say? How can I maintain this relationship with somebody? So she's going to kind of walk us through some of her systems and what she does. It doesn't have to be necessarily the focus on the systems, but we're really interested to hear about what you do. And so we're really excited to have you on. So take it away.
Well, I must say, this is like an awesome moment for me because, guys, I never thought I'd have a team. So to see one of my classes now have a huge team is like the most crazy thing. And I feel like you hear that all the time, but it's really true. Claire was actually on my call last night. I'm going to mute you, Jen, just so if you guys have any questions along the way, don't feel free to interrupt me. But it's really a marathon mindset. And so you have to go into this thinking for the long term, but then setting small brick stones along the way. And soon enough, you find leaders that want to run with you too. But I wanted to get on tonight and kind of share with you guys how I approach my business. And, like Claire said, I hit Success Club, I don't know, it's like month 27 or something like that. But I want to kind of take you guys back to where I started, because most of you, I think, are new coaches, fairly new. You've been in this for maybe 3 months, I would say, something like that. I know Loretta has been here for a while, and Nicole and Claire, but most of you guys are new coaches. So it's an exciting time in your business. And it's the chance for you to start that momentum, to focus on those consistency for 24 months or whatever your goal may be. But I started out this business wanting nothing to do with coaching. So I started as a challenger. I was pretty much the easiest sign up ever. My best friend from college was looking great and posting and all that good stuff. And I didn't research Shakeology. I didn't research 21 Day Fix. I just felt really crappy after getting my master's degree. And I was like, sure, sign me up. It's a fun thing to do together. I'm like, wow, I wish I could get those challengers every day, right? But I saw the power of Shakeology from day one. And so we're going to kind of dive into that belief, because that's the foundation of our business. And so if you're not on board with Shakeology, your business will not grow. I'm just going to kind of lay that out there from the beginning. So I hit Success Club my first month. It was easy. I signed up my mom, my best friend, those warm market people that you're comfortable talking to. And then I realized this takes work. And for 3 or 4 months, I did not hit my goals because I wasn't doing the work. And so I want you guys to know that, yeah, this business is work, and I'm sure Nicole and Claire have shared that with you, but it's fulfilling when you put your own self in the back seat and you put the people you want to help in the front seat. Because it takes a very selfless person to be successful in this business. And we're going to kind of walk through a conversation that I had in December with somebody who I don't know, because pretty much everybody I sign up now, I've never met before. I meet them on social media, which is kind of crazy. And they come to me because I post for my paycheck. So I earn that right to invite them. And we're going to kind of talk about that a little bit too, because you can't talk to somebody if you're not sharing your journey. The way I teach my team is that you're not allowed to talk about yourself in your conversations. You're allowed and have permission to talk about yourself all day long on social media, right? Share your journey, share your fitness, share your Shakeology recipes, share your life, the funny, crazy stuff that you think people don't want to know, but they do, like your dog pooped in the hallway and you stepped in it, that kind of stuff. I know Claire shares that side. But like those kind of things make people laugh, and asking people opinions, all that good stuff, post it away. But what I want to focus on tonight is the other person on the other side of the screen that you're talking to. Because I know some of you have hit Success Club a couple months in a row, but at some point you get to a place where your close friends have said no multiple times. And you hit a wall where you're like, who else do I talk to? And how do I approach this? And so hopefully I can give you some tools to kind of just know it's not about you. It's kind of like a gut check, right? It isn't about you. And if you make this business about you, you won't see success. I'm just going to lay it out there, especially in your conversation. So I go into my conversations with, who can I help today? With the belief that at a minimum, I make a decision every single month. I'm going to help 5 people. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they're going to come from. I probably haven't talked to them on March 1st, but by March 31st, they're signed up, because I've put myself out there enough to earn the right to have that relationship behind the scenes. So I'm going to share some slides and kind of give you guys some concrete tools, because I think you hear a lot of like, well, just believe, or just get motivated, or just do your power hour. But what do you actually say? And I'm going to preface this with, things that I share, the exact thing may not work for you. right? Claire has all the tools, and I'm sure she shared them with the team. You have to make these conversations your own, because if you just copy paste, it's not going to connect with your audience. But it's a great way to start from and learn how to talk to people and how to really date people. That's really what we're in, a relationship business. It's kind of funny when you think about it. But I don't have a spouse, but apparently I'm really good at having relationships with women. So hopefully I can kind of rub some of that off on you guys. Maybe one day it'll happen. But all right, let's get down to it. Can you guys see my screen? Okay. So I like to call this turning a no into a yes, but it's really just walking you guys through a conversation and how I kind of approach this. So the first and foremost thing, if you do not 100% believe in yourself, Shakeology, these workouts, and being a coach, this won't work. Because that doubt you feel in your head is going to come out in the way that you're talking to people. So you have to get on board and 100% commit to a program and see results. And I'm not saying you have to do it for 60 days. Like, you could complete it for a week and feel really good and take off and run with this. That's what Claire did. She literally just committed from the beginning and she went for it. And I knew she would because I bugged her for 8 months. But you have to believe from the very start. And so if you have doubts about these things, you need to share them in your team page and talk about it. Because those doubts are most likely you just haven't committed to a program 100%. That's where our business starts, if you haven't heard that like 5 million times yet. So the second thing I want to say is never, ever, ever, ever give up on somebody. I can't tell you how many times I've heard crickets, 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 invite, invite, invite from the same person, and then they magically pop out of the woodworks when you put a certain post up that connects with them, or they magically pop up when they have a wedding and they don't fit into a dress. Sounds familiar. Or they magically pop up when it's 10 o'clock on a Saturday night and they just feel like crap about themselves. So I want to give you permission to never give up on somebody. And I'm not telling you to be an annoying person, because that's not what we're here to do. We're here to be, find friends. That's how I treat my business. I want to find people like me. But I'm giving you permission to never stop inviting. And what I don't mean by this is I don't want you to send an invite every single month to the same person and them not answer. I want you to build a relationship. So I want you to continuously go to their Facebook and comment and like on their stuff if you're truly wanting to help them. If they're somebody that you could see as your dream coach, you have to continuously build the relationship from your end by going to their Facebook and liking and commenting, because people are interested when you start taking interest in them. And so those little things you can do, make your list. I tell my team every month I make a list and I write down the challengers I want to sign up. It's super simple. And I write down the coaches I want to sign up. And it's in my face every single month. And I will tell you every single month, highlighted names get crossed off with people I sign up. It's like crazy weird, but it happens. So get that list going and believe you have a gift to give. So think about it. If your coach did not invite you, what would your life look like? You'd probably be less energetic, less excited about something. You wouldn't be spending your Tuesday night on a call with women all over the country that you've never met. You would probably be a few pounds heavier. Those things matter, and other women want that feeling, guys. So you can't let your feelings of I'm too tired, I'm too busy, this isn't working for me. Again, it's not about you. I don't do this business when I feel like it. I do this business because I want to truly help people. And I don't take a day off from it because it's not my decision to give somebody this gift. Because my coach didn't wait to invite me. So why would I wait to do my business, right? It's not your call to say, I'm not going to do my power hour today because I don't feel like helping you. Sounds kind of mean, right? When you think about it. But when you treat your business that way, it's like they're going to regret saying no. So at least I did my part, because I don't want to be that coach that waited 3 months to invite somebody because I was too scared in my mindset, and then see that they sign up with another coach. right? You want to help those people that need help from you. So you have to get into the mindset that no's are really good, because no's are seeds on your farm of your business. They plant when they say no. And then that person sits back and watches you. So it goes back to like, obviously, what are you posting? What value are you giving to people? And I'm sure Claire and Nicole have talked a lot about that, so I'm not going to cover that tonight. But a no is this invitation for them to watch and lurk the heck out of you. So just keep that in mind. And a no is something you should be celebrating, not feeling like, oh, defeated. Because guys, I can guarantee I get like 10 times more no's than you guys do. And you want to know why? Because I probably invite 10 times more. And it's not to brag. It's just my goals have grown as my confidence has grown. And I hope to give some of that to you tonight. So let's dive in and look at a typical conversation. Maybe you guys have messaged somebody in April, and imagine that they never answered you until November. Anybody else feel that? I just kept following up because I was genuinely interested in this girl. It's nothing out of the ordinary, right? We talk about, hey girl, how are you? I don't know, say something that you would say. I can't believe it's already April. And then I ask a question. Because if you just say like, hey girl, hope all is well, would you answer if I was talking to you like in a real conversation right now? You'd be like, thanks. So you want to just keep engaging. And I went to this girl's Facebook and I was engaging with her stuff along this period, okay? So in November, she asked me, I'm trying to remember how I know you. Raise your hand if you've gotten a message like that where you're like, oh my gosh, what do I say? This is really weird. It's only weird if you make it weird. So it's my bad for never answering her. I will totally admit that. But this is proof, guys, that even in 2016, you can go 2-star diamond and be in the top 300 of the company and forget to answer somebody. Just saying. But she watched me, okay, guys? She watched me for 8 months, whatever the math is. And she reached out on Christmas and said, I've been watching your posts. Okay, so that's a gut check for you. If you're not posting or you're not doing, you have to do them both. You have to do conversations behind the scenes and you have to be posting publicly. So she asked about the 21-day fix and she wanted to chat about it, okay? So this is proof, never give up. And you guys will have this recording, so you can go back to this conversation. And I also have it as a file, so I can give that to Claire. So notice I didn't throw her information about the 21-day fix. I didn't write paragraphs long of information because my goal is not to set her up with the 21-day fix. My goal is to get to know her. Remember, I don't know anything about this girl. I've never met her before. I don't know what her fitness routine is. I don't know where her struggles are. So I teach my team, you better ask questions until you're blue in the face, because your goal is to get this girl to say out loud why she needs this. Okay, that's how I approach my conversations. Like, I want her to admit, I need this change and I need your help. So asking a lot of questions allows me to understand, okay, what are the holes that I can insert this solution to her? So she tells me she wants to lose 20 pounds, feel more energized, blah, blah, blah. She said that classes of bar and Orange Theory is too expensive. So has anybody messaged you before and said Shakeology is too expensive and you stopped talking to them? It's okay to be honest, right? You can't think that way because we all know Shakeology is freaking $4 a day. It is the most like cost efficient thing in my diet that I've ever had. So it's all about perspective, right? I went and spent $11 on a small food truck salad today at my work. And it was like, you know, just a normal thing. So I can't spend $4 on a breakfast every day? Bullshit. Hopefully I can curse on here. Hopefully that's okay. So yeah, you have to go through that conversation. And so that's great. I relate to her. And I like to tap into people's why. So 2 important questions. How would it feel when you lose those 20 pounds? What would that mean to you? And why is now the time you're ready to do it? So if you haven't asked those questions in a conversation before, you need to start doing that, because that gets to the emotional gut stuff. That gets them to admit the things that they're not happy with. And again, I'm getting her, without like saying it out loud, I'm getting her to say why she needs this. So she said she wanted to accomplish something more as a working mom, blah, blah, blah. So I said, you're going to do it. I went in with confidence. Guys, this gives me chills, and I have no doubt you're going to do it because your why is so strong, and I can't wait to help you achieve it. I didn't go into the conversation, here's the 21-day fix, it's perfect for you, go sign up. No, my relationship's not done there. So I like to treat my conversations in specifics. I first tackle fitness usually, unless they come with me with a specific, like they want to talk about nutrition or they want to talk about fitness, because you want to break it down into minute things. You want to figure out what workout's best for them. So everybody on this team should only be selling all access challenge packs. I hope you guys are. It's the most commission for you. It's the most volume to build your residual income. And it's the best solution for our customers. So it's a mutually beneficial thing. But in your conversations, you are still talking about a specific workout for them to start. And I'm going to explain that as we kind of go through this, because they don't know about all access. They shouldn't know anything about it until you go through all these steps. So she mentioned the 21-day fix, so we talk about that first. She saw a ton of reviews, and she tells me she's diabetic. If somebody has a medical thing, you need to tell them they need to check with their doctor before they do Shakeology. Okay, just a little side note. So I asked her, do you think 30-minute workouts would be a good fit for your schedule and a good mix of things? Yes, I do. I can make it work at home. So great. I send her the video. She says, awesome. So another side note that you won't see in this conversation, I just use the YouTube links for all of the workout videos. I save them in the notes section of my phone. So when I'm going through a conversation, I can copy paste it to somebody, and I usually have them pick between two programs. So like if somebody said, I'm interested in the 21-day fix, I might send them 21-day fix and 22-minute hardcore and say, tell me which one you like best. Give them two options. Don't send paragraphs of information about a workout program. It doesn't work. Let the videos speak for themselves. Allie said you sent a video. If you just YouTube, the Team Beachbody YouTube videos has a workout program, a video for each workout program. I'm sure Claire has a link to my recent Google Doc, so she can share that with you guys, and this will go through it all. So she talks about, okay.
Danielle, sorry, I have a question. So you always give them to, like, even if unless they're dead set on 21-day fix, you're pretty much always giving them an option and asking them to choose.
Yeah. I just like them to know that there's options, right? And you want to make sure you're finding the best fit for them. You guys know majority of our challengers usually start 21-day fix.
And I guess it never even occurred to me to even bring up other ones, because any girl that's anything like me, I'm like 21-day fix. But that's a good idea. I never thought to do that.
Yeah, you just never know. You want to ask them about, what they're doing currently for their workout programs and understand what they need. I have a lot of challengers that love quarter force starting off because I'm doing it and they've watched my videos. So it just depends. Yeah, keep asking questions if you guys need. Okay, so then I move into nutrition. So she settled on 21-day fix. And this is where like everybody usually falls apart because they're like, oh my gosh, Shakeology is so expensive. Again, BS. So she mentioned blood sugar. And so I had to ask her, what are her restrictions and this is the question that always comes up in every one of my conversations. What does a typical day of meals look like for you? And it's okay to be honest. Guys, this is the golden ticket for you to get them hooked on Shakeology. So write that question down. Again, what does a typical day of meals look like for you? 99% of our population is mineral depleted, eats way too much processed food, and is way too busy. They freaking need Shakeology like yesterday. So this gives me a chance to understand what their day-to-day looks like. And they are usually honest. They are usually tell me, I love sweets. I snack on carbs late at night, whatever that is. She said frozen meals or pizza once a week with the kids. Plus she travels a lot. ding, 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 Shakeology, you know, it's like, hello. But I go into it, I approach it like this. So I usually say this to every single one of my people. It sounds like you're actually not eating enough, because you guys know the 21-day fix meal plan. And most people, they don't eat enough. You know, they'll eat one thing in the morning and not eat until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's not good. So especially if they're working out, I have the knowledge, and you guys usually have all completed programs, so you have the knowledge to know what people should generally be eating. And so I say, have you heard of Shakeology before? Do you know much about it? I think it could be a game changer with your busy schedule. Again, that's pretty much a line I use in every single conversation. And so she says, is it similar to other shake programs like Isogenics? Okay, who has battled another company before? Throw it in the chat or put your hand up, whatever works for you. Have you battled or have you fought another company before? Okay, love it, love it. Okay, stop talking about other companies. You guys are Beachbody coaches. You know it freaking works. I will never fight another company. I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to spend time researching it because it's taking time away from my business, and I just don't have time for that. So this is how I solve that. I don't know much about Isogenics, but what I do know is ... You guys know, you all have a Shakeology story. It's helped you lose weight. It's helped you get your energy up. It's a great grab and go option. For me personally, medically, I haven't been sick in almost 3 years, and I don't have to take allergy shots anymore, which I was doing for 13 years. Use your challengers. My mom was pre-diabetic before Shakeology. She eliminated her risk of diabetes. I have challengers that have been IBS problems and have never been regulated except for Shakeology. All those things, guys, you don't need to throw all the stories on them, but they're kind of tools in your toolbox to bring out based on the person you're talking to. So don't be afraid to share them in your team page too, because you can use like Claire's challenger. If she has high cholesterol and you know her story, share it, you know, use it for that person, or ask in your team page, hey, have you guys talked to anyone with X, Y, and Z? So I tell her, this is the only part, guys, so far I've told her a little bit about myself, right? Have you noticed that? So I kind of use my story to relate to her, and I say, why don't I send you 2 quick videos to learn a bit more about it? Again, I'm not going to explain Shakeology. I don't even know everything about Shakeology. There's 70 superfoods. I can't name them all. But these 2 links, this is what's built my business. They're just the 2 Shakeology videos from YouTube, from Team Beachbody, and I just made them my own coach link. You can Google how to do it and be resourceful. Don't ask Claire and Nicole. Figure it out and come back to the team page and share how you do it. But honestly, you can just take them from YouTube too, whatever works for you. So I asked them to tell me what they like best about it. So not let me know what you think. Let me know should be eliminated from all of your conversations. I hate let me know because people don't, they forget about it. You want to end on what do you like best? So I'm focusing on the positive. I'm having them come back with something that is like they're excited about it or they didn't know about it, because it happens every time. So she says she saw the videos, really cool. Do you know any other diabetics on the program? So again, this comes back to the story with my mom. I could say, you know, I need to check in with my team, but I have had challengers that have seen success with it, but you need to run it by your doctor. So did someone have a question? Okay, just making sure. So she said, you know, she was worried about traveling. Okay. Again, this is like every objection in the book, if you haven't noticed in this conversation. So you guys, this is where Netflix for Fitness comes in. All the workouts are on your phone and you can travel anywhere with them. I've even taken them to Europe, which is true. It's a fact. You can use it if you ever need that. And the accountability group will keep you on track and you can travel with Shakeology. So then there was another message in there, but I cut it off, I think. Oh, the cool thing. So this is where I entered all access, because I get a lot of questions from my coaches of how do I now insert all access. Guys, all access is the big finale for you. She's picked a program. She's on board with Shakeology. Now you get to under promise, over deliver. This is where you over deliver, because now you get to say, not only do you get one program, you get them all. So this is a link that I created. Again, you guys can use this if you want to share it with your people that you're talking to, or if Claire and Nicole have other links. Basically, I made a Google Doc and it broke down everything that you get in the All Access Pass. So it talks about, how do you log on to the Beachbody On Demand? What does that look like? It talks about what is an accountability group and what can they expect from me. It breaks down every single thing that they get in a challenge pack. The Fixate portion containers, the cooking show, all of the workout programs, which, by the way, there's $6,000 worth of them in BOD, if you didn't know that. They'll get Shakeology for a month. They'll get me as their coach and weekly check-ins. So I went in there and I priced things out, like what it would cost for a personal trainer. Because technically you're kind of like their personal trainer or their personal accountability partner. So you guys can check out that link. If you want to copy all the information and make your own link, go for it. That's what I'm here to do, help you guys duplicate. Don't reinvent the wheel or feel like you have to create it again. So again.
Sure, does Claire have that? Or Nicole, that we can get it from?
Yeah. Okay. And it's a simple link, so you guys can write it down if you want to and just check it out. So it breaks down exactly what comes with the All Access and what they can expect. That has been gold for me. I hit SC 31 in December. I hit SC 16 in January. I hit SC 10 and 6 in February with my 2 accounts. And I'm already at Success Club this month. So a shit ton of people all from this link, guys. So again, don't reinvent the wheel. Don't make it again. Copy paste the info, make your own link if you want, or just keep on using it. I just like the visual breakdown to show people exactly what they're getting. So she asks, it's $199 for the whole year. So this is kind of where you earn your commission, because they're going to come back with objections if they're not ready yet. So I go to the $4 a day. I always say skip the daily Starbucks and try it for a month and see what you think. And then again, I go in confidently. Just want to make sure you're good with that. Let me know what flavor you want, and I can start to get you all set up. How does that sound? And so, of course, she asked price, plus about $120 a month. Anybody ever heard that objection? I'm sure you have. Fun. So this is where you kind of get to insert a little bit of your story. I save money on groceries every single month. And then I give her the 25% off option, which all of these are in my script document. Again, Claire can share that with you guys. And I just copy paste it when I'm going through these objections, because I have the same conversations at this point. Like, if you guys get the same questions, you should come up with an answer that fits for you and not write it every single message. Imagine that. Make your life easier. I'm not saying that you shouldn't personalize it, but I am saying you should not do your work over and over again. So I'm sticker shocked. Oh my God, horror, let's freak out. I'm still confident she needs Shakeology. She needs this. She told me her why. Okay. So I go back and kind of explain, a regular challenge pack would be $160. This is something new and exciting. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. You can pull those little things out and share with them. And, I say you're replacing a meal with Shakeology. What other nutrients can you get for $4 a day? You can't really fight that. So she's thinking, what can I expect from this? So again, I had to earn my commission, guys. It wasn't just like, all right, sign me up. So I explained what the Fixate is. Again, this is kind of a little bit on the heavier side of messages, but I feel like it's a relationship when you're at that point with somebody you don't know. So you have to give them a little bit more when you're at this point, right? They know the price. You're confident still. I never back down from what I offer. I'm very confident in it. I offer weekly check-ins. I offer personal check-ins. I have an online app that I watch every single day. I text my challengers. I message them, whatever works for them. So I'm very honest about that because I do those actual things. So objections keep coming. I'm worried about starting and then going away those 2 dates. And so I'm a travel person. I travel pretty like once a month, so I can relate to that. So I told her, guys, it's not a month-long commitment for your challengers. We have all year to work on your 20-pound goal. And I said I'd be traveling towards January as well. So I was going to help her find a way to make it work. And she was like, love that response. And I'm like, yes, got it in the bag. But she said, you know, I'm ready to do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I sent her the enrollment. Oh my God, why am I signing up as a coach? Anybody get that one before? So I shared that VIP customer. I don't know if you guys caught this. I know I'm going through a little bit fast, but when she was sticker shocked, I gave her the 25% off option. And again, that's a script I used to explain it. And that gave me permission to say, hey, I already told you about this. It's nothing that I'm hiding. I'm very transparent and open with you about it. And I offer this to all of my challengers to get the most, or they benefit the most financially. And so when you kind of ease it that way, it's like, well, duh, why wouldn't I want the 25% off, right? So she's concerned about making it a business, and there is no difference. What's the difference in the offer I'm getting? So she saw an ad that Beachbody put up that said all the workout programs for $99. And she was like, why am I spending $199? And so I had to kind of explain, you know, Shakeology is the difference. Again, I pretty much just copy pasted what we already talked about because I've already been through this stuff with them. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't spend time on this stuff. But again, when you're getting the same questions over and over again, that's a sign for you. Number one, are you posting about Shakeology publicly? Because if you're not, you're going to get more objections about it. So I pull my post from my conversations. You know, if she's going back and forth on Shakeology, I know I need to post more about that. Just a little side note that's kind of like ammo for what you should be talking about. So I explained to her what's the difference between a coach. Oh my gosh, there's a contract. Like this girl literally read all of the language in her enrollment. I was like, really? Come on, just sign up. But it's true. They're not required to sign up people under them. It's purely for the discount. And I'm very honest about that. But I do always say, like, they get the 25% off and they always have the option to help other people and pay this forward. So I kind of explained that. It was very simple. You know, I have helped over 100 women with this discount coach. So I could say that. But you could say, I've helped 2 other women this month and I just want you to benefit financially. But in this instance, if somebody's really gung-ho, just sign them up as a customer. There's nothing wrong with that. You can literally transfer them to a coach when they love Shakeology and they want the 25% off next month. It's not that big of a deal. So I just want to kind of throw that out there. And she said she'd sign up. So this is kind of the end. So how do you create these magical conversations for yourself? Number 1, make your list of names. Because I'm very like action oriented. I could give you all this information and you could go out of here and never talk to people. So I want you guys to take this list seriously. So I want you to make a list of names. And I want you to never stop following up with the people you talk to. Once a month. Okay, I'm not saying like every day, but keep them on a list somewhere, whether that's Excel, whether that's pen and paper, whether that's, I use Streak for Gmail. If you're a type A person, I'd highly recommend it, but it doesn't have to be fancy. Okay, you just need a list somewhere because you will forget people. Promise me, I promise you, you will. Number 3, stay confident in what you have to offer. You guys are all Beachbody coaches. You should not be ashamed of that. You found belief through this program. And so saying yes to being a coach is saying, yes, I want to help people. So every time you don't have conversations every day, that's selfish. That's wrong. That's not aligning with what you said you wanted to do. And I have to tell myself this sometimes too. It's not like I'm like motivated, you know, person over here every single day, but it's our job to help people. And Success Club is the measure of that. It's the only thing we kind of measure in our business. So stay confident in what you're offering. Number 4, be prepared to sign up 5 people tomorrow. If 5 people came to you tomorrow, would you know what the heck to do? And you don't have to figure it out yourself. I don't mean to like scare you that way, but do you know what's available on your team page? Like, do you know when the next accountability group is that's offered for your team if you're a new coach? And if you don't, go into your team page and search the search bar, and I guarantee Claire's probably posted it or Nicole's probably posted it. And then I would say, and I'm going to be doing a team call for my team next week on this. I'm happy to share the link of sharing exactly how I get my customers started right and the process that I go through. So like I send them a link of like, how often do you want me to check in with you? What are your goals? And I make them write them down again. Why is now the time to start this? Those questions I get them to expand upon. Number 5, personal development every day. Your business only grows as much as your mindset grows. Bottom line, mic drop. Like, you will not grow this business unless you grow your mindset. And this is coming from the skeptic who did not do personal development for the first 4 months of her business. And I can honestly say I do at least 2 to 3 hours a day. You're probably like, oh my gosh. Well, let me check you. Everybody works out for 30 minutes a day, right? 22 minutes minimum. Everybody makes their shake or breakfast in the morning. Everybody showers and gets ready. That's probably an hour at least right there. Everybody has an hour at lunch, most likely. That's almost 2 hours. Everybody drives usually at least 30 minutes a day to and from work. That's another hour. My car is my mobile university. That's 3 hours right there. Just stumped you. But seriously, guys, you have to grow your mindset. You have to be so confident in yourself, in what you're doing, that you can help other people change their life and deal with these objections, because they're going to come at you. And if you think they aren't, they are. You just haven't experienced them yet. And as much as you share your journey more, you're going to get even more pushback from certain people because they know what you're doing. And it's not bad. It's actually a great thing. Because I know when I get more objections or like more pushback, it means I'm authentically sharing my journey. Number 6, consistent power hour every day. It's just, you can't get around it. It's not when you feel like it. It's doing it every day because you truly want to help people and you truly want to help people get transformations just like you did. And number 7 is consistent appearances on social media every day. If you don't show up, it's like, my business is not open. I don't want to help people today. Same thing with your power hour. So your boss isn't there to say, hey, Claire, we have a meeting today. Like, why didn't you show up? You guys wouldn't do that at your regular job. So why do we make a power hour like the bottom of the priority list? The biggest thing I learned at New Leaders Conference, I went to LA 2 weeks ago. And when you guys get to 2-Star Diamond, you can go to this conference. There was only about 200 people there, and Beachbody Corporate was there. We had lots of trainings. And the biggest thing I took away, it's not Beachbody in life. Beachbody is the vehicle to change your life, and it's part of your life, and it's intertwined with your life, and it can transform the way that you live and the vehicle to whatever freedom you want, whether that's financial, whether that's time with your family, whether that's doing more travel, whatever that is to you, these actions I'm showing you, they need to happen to create that freedom. And it's okay if you're starting slow. There's nothing wrong with that. But we all want to coach because we want to help people, right? And so you have to take these small, consistent daily actions to get to those goals. And the last thing, people are always more scared to ask you than you are to ask them, right? Because you guys are probably too scared to reach out to your coach. But when they reached out to you, it started the relationship and it started the conversation and it created the connection. So I told this to Claire last month. I said, no matter what you do your 4 vital behaviors every day. And because she was struggling with her power hour, and I'm like, just do your invites. And you're like, but how do I invite people if I haven't talked? Well, you have to talk to them first, and you have to show up and earn the right to invite. And then you start talking to the people that are engaging in your posts. That's how I create my lists. So that's kind of all I have. I'm definitely open for questions. I know it was a little bit long, but I want to kind of give you guys some concrete things to build off of and think the most important thing is just being confident what you have to offer and knowing you guys can do this. You just got to believe in yourselves.
Danielle, I have a question.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, I'm so thrilled that you shared those scripts. It's super helpful. Just out of curiosity, when it comes to responding to messages, are you the type of person that only does it during your power hour, or do you check in multiple times a day?
Okay, so that's something I had to work real hard on. Guys, when somebody messages you, you do not have to message them back. Oh my gosh. I do a morning power hour and a night power hour if I'm on point. So unless it's somebody that I'm like in conversation with to sign up, you know, like you can tell it's going that way, I really don't answer my messages unless I'm at my computer, because I like to control how I'm logging them and tracking them. Because if you're not tracking it, you're not doing it. One resource I will show you, it's a $10 buy from Target. And this is how I track my power hour, dry erase board. And I log friend requests, hey girl messages or forums, whatever you want to call them, follow-ups, challenge group invites, and coach invites. Because I need a visual thing in my face every day to say, did I do my job or not? If it's on your computer for me, I'll just avoid it. So if you're a visual person, but to answer your question, Nicole, yeah, I don't answer messages all day. I don't have time for that. That's not my job. I'm not like an assistant. And people need to respect your boundaries, just like you got to teach your challengers that. So I actually told Claire last week when we chatted, turn off your Facebook notifications. Turn off your challenger notifications for your challenge groups. Turn off whatever is squirreling your brain. Because you got to be so focused. And if you're doing like a follow-up here, an invite there, form here, you're going to forget who you talked to, and it's not going to be focused, intentional conversations, and those people are going to feel it. So
I was going to ask, a few of my challengers have been asking me this too, so I'll make sure that I go like live in the team page to share with you guys. But Daniel, can you walk us through the actual order of things that you do your power hour in?
Sure.
Does that make sense?
So I like to eat that frog. I don't know if you guys have ever read that short book. It's a good one. It's like 40 pages, super quick read. But again, it goes back to the 4 vitals. So I got to fill those 4 vitals before I do anything else. So I wake up at 5 a.m. That took me a while to do, but it's undistracted time where people aren't posting all the time. So it's like just go time. And I kind of taught Claire to start doing this. So I get up, I grab my Energize, put my workout clothes on, and I sit down for a solid 30 minutes and I friend request new people. Because if you're not growing your network, you're not growing your business. And I invite to my challenge group. So those are the first 2 things off my list. And, you know, by the time I like wake up and stuff, that takes me about 30 minutes because I do quite a few. And you should be friending people you actually want to be friends with, not just like friending to check them off the list. Like you should be going to their page and looking at them and saying, would I be friends with them in real life? And how can I connect to them? Otherwise, they're going to be like showing up on your page with like tattoos and Japanese anime or something. So stuff that I am not like into. No offense if you guys are, but you know what I mean. And then I do my invites because that builds my business. If you're not inviting, you're not building. Same with adding friends. So I work out after that. So those are 2 of the vitals checked off the list before 6 a.m. usually even hits. I'm not perfect. I'll tell you guys that. But one thing that I've sacrificed is reality TV. I canceled my cable in the fall. I still do watch online sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Like if I don't do a power hour, I will put on a show on my computer screen and take that hour and just bust out stuff. Like that's my timer clock. It's weird, but it works for me. And then personal development, I shared when I do that, I listen to a lot of YouTube videos, like a lot. I listen to anybody and everybody because everything I share with you guys, I learned. I hope you know that. Because my coach, she quit. She's not here. She didn't teach me how to do trainings. She didn't teach me how to be a leader. She didn't teach me how to run my challenge groups. Everything I share with you, I learned. It's like no I mean, I'm not saying, like, you guys have great leaders. You have amazing resources, but you have to be resourceful with them. And you have to step out and find the things that work for you, because like what works for Claire and Nicole might not speak to you. You know, you may need more confidence boost, or you may need, how the heck do I do a challenge group? I'm not good at that. Well, just go learn it. And you'll fall on your face and you'll flap around and you'll figure it out. What else?
This is a super important question I've been wondering for a long time. How do you say your last name?
It's actually a lot easier than you think.
I've been friends on Facebook with you for like at least 6 months, and I just never know how to say it.
I thought you were going to ask me a super personal question. I don't care. I'm totally open. It's Jakubowski.
Jakubowski, okay. Hey, I'm a fellow hard last name person, but I just wasn't sure.
Thank you for asking.
You.
What else you guys got? Was this helpful?
This is really good stuff. I feel like, I know like me, and I don't know if Caroline and Christine are on the call or watching or not, but like the three of us are like a success triangle, and we're kind of all right at this part of like, I think we're all Emerald now, but we're all trying to get into routines and like figure out, okay, how do you actually do this more than I just want one challenger? So this was really good timing. I hope I'm not putting words in people's mouths, but I think for the three of us, at least, it was really good.
I agree.
It's really when you go ahead, Claire.
I was gonna, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. Did you say that your your call next week for your team is on getting challengers started, right? Or you have that's coming up?
Yep, next Monday.
I don't know if you guys would want to be a part of that. You guys obviously know our Tuesday night calls are required, but I'm happy to share that link, because I think that would be something that really beneficial for everyone. So I'm happy to share that link with you guys for next Monday. Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to share that, because like, I mean, the main part of that is going to be, this business doesn't work unless you build belief in people and you get them transformations and you be their coach, right? You can't find coaches unless you get them a transformation and you build their belief. And that's just the vital process, because that's how you guys are primarily here. Most people don't join like Claire and just like run with it. And you're going to get, this is something else I want to gut check you guys with. You're going to get challengers like you were. So if you told your coach no for 8 months, you're going to get people like that. It's just the way it works. And not all of them will be like that. I'm not scaring you, but you're going to have to know and speak to that person you were in everything that you do, and know that there's nothing wrong with that, but just that you have to continuously post to that girl that you were and what she's thinking and how she's feeling. So yeah, just, did I miss anything? I wasn't paying attention to the chat. But yeah, just something to throw out there, like, you're going to get who you are. So that's a blessing and a curse, right?
And just to clarify, guys, for the call that Danielle's hosting, it's for getting new customers started. So it's for once somebody has signed up, it's like, okay, what do we do now? It's not, there is a process that Nicole, I mean, between Nicole, Danielle, and I, we probably all maybe implemented slightly different from one another, but it's really important to have a process set up from the time that they have completed their enrollment, let me say completed their enrollment, to adding them into a challenge group and kind of like their first week, that first month. And so yeah, I think that'll be a really excellent process, I think, for us all to learn or relearn. It's always great, like especially for Nicole and I think it's really important to we're always students, and yeah, I think that's just especially for our team with a lot of new girls here, that'll be really helpful, I think, for us.
Yay. Well, thanks for having me on, guys, but I just want you to believe in one thing. Do you believe you can help 3 people this month? Without a shadow of a doubt. I hope all of you are shaking your head like up and down.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I want.
I feel a little shadow, but I believe it.
That's all I want you to believe after this. And you have the tools to get there, and just keep leaning to your team. Ask for help when you don't know, and don't be on an island. That's what somebody said last night. So I like that.
I said it, and I don't know what that came from, but I think I really like that now. Constantly lean in. So, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Danielle. This was seriously amazing. Honestly, I think it was like constant mic drop moments, and if you have those, I mean, I have the conversation that I can share, but if you have the slides, I thought they were awesome slides because you just did a fabulous job breaking that down. So, guys, I will make sure to share these tools and resources with you guys. Honestly, the conversation that Danielle basically broke down, I've shared it in the team page, but I'll make sure I reshare it. I literally have that document. It's constantly open on my computer. And I'm copy and pasting I'm not copy pasting verbatim like the whole chunks, but parts of it. And I'm literally doing the same thing now in my conversations. So make it easy for yourself. Make them your own. And honestly, just get in the habit of forcing yourself to ask those questions and shut your own mouth. And that's when we'll all get people closer to helping them say yes. So thank you so much, Danielle. This was really awesome. And I think we all learned a ton. So thank you so much.
Of course. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Hey, well, thank you so much. Have a great night, you guys.